Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hope you all having a great day. Today we are doing this yummy, sweet, tantalizing, juicy, refreshing, every good thing that you can think of. Folere. Some people call it Zobo. Some people call it Sorrel. Some people call it whatever you call it where you're from. Hibiscus tea and all that, guys. Today, let's do this. Every good Folere must have foams like this. Foams, it must be foamy. Then you know that, you know what, this is the good thing. Let's get started on how I got this look, guys. First of all, I went to my African store and I bought some dried hibiscus. So first of all, guys, I want you to know that there are so many ways. Some people say go ahead and just, wash it. For me, that doesn't work for me because if you just wash this, on under running water, first of all, you waste some of the tea. Second of all, you don't get all the sand out of it. So first things first, guys, this is the tea leaves, or this is the hibiscus leaves, and it's a little bit crispy and it's dry and all of that. There is obviously sand in it. Looking at it, it's hard. It has some little holes, because the leaves have like they've shrunk, or it's like closed. So you need to get the sand, if at all there is, in there out. So the first thing is I'll just put everything in that bowl. Excuse me. I will add water in it. So when I add water in it like this, I will just go ahead and add another, water until like everything is above the leaves. So mind you, guys, this should be about 2 gallons or a gallon. Well, I don't really know, depending on your measurement, because I'm used to cooking and all of that. I don't have exact measurements. But whatever quantity you choose to use, make sure that your water is like above the leaves. That's just it. So I'll just use my regular spoon, and I want to show you, I'm using this spoon because I want to show you the color of it now. Look at it. You see how, it's already changing color and all of that. So I'll just make sure that the water touches every leaf on it, or in there rather. And then I'll just, mix it up and leave it. Guys, I want all the juice to come out. Look at the color now. I'm going to soak it overnight. So because I soaked it overnight, look at what color I have now. You see how thick it is. You see how concentrated it is. This water has pulled a lot and enough juice from in there. I have like 3-4 different kinds of way to cook this Folere or hibiscus drink. If you want to see all those variations, let me know. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that we all come to one thing. We have Zobo or Sorrel. Depending on where you are from, it depends on the kind of ingredients that you will use. Depending if you're making it for kids or not, depending if you want it hot or spicy or not. Guys, this is actually my frying spoon. I'm just like, scooping the leaves out. Mind you, because I'm using this frying spoon has holes, like on it. So this spoon, the probability that it can carry any sand is very, very low. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead and scoop all the leaves out into another bowl, and I'll make sure that this, or the older bowl, or the one with the Folere in there, I'll make sure that I don't go right to the bottom of it with my spoon. I'm just scooping like above and all of that. Guys, you can now even see the texture. Look at the leaves. Yesterday, when I was before soaking it, you realize it was very crispy. It was just like dancing all over the place, in quotes. Right now, you see how soft it is. It's actually yielding to my spoon or the touch. It's soft. Look at that color of that Folere. Look at the color of the juice that it has extracted from the leaves. Look at it. You see how concentrated it is, right? So every and any good Folere should have that concentration. It has to be thick. It doesn't have to be super, super light, like maybe the ones you get from the African store and stuff like that. If you want to make or enjoy this hibiscus drink, guys, I'm telling you, you need to make one for yourself, because you really know the difference and the importance of it. So guys, I'm just done scooping everything. and I'll just go ahead and get to the better deal or the more important stuff. So guys, right now, like I said, scoop everything out, make sure that it's worth the wait. So I am almost done scooping everything out, and right now I'm just going to go ahead, take everything out. And this is my pineapple. This is my whole pineapple. This pineapple was overripe, so I decided to peel it and freeze it. So right now everything is defrosted, and I'll add my water to it. That's why you see some water, because it's from the pineapple juice. So my pineapple juice is in there, and my pineapple as well. Look at this water, guys. I'm not putting everything back in there. Remember, we didn't wash it. If you look at the bottom of it, you see some little grains of sand, some little grains of unwanted debris or substances, or some substance. That is sand. It's just that you cannot really see it really good because this is like glass. But guys, the sand has settled to the bottom, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to discard that. So without much ado, guys, I turn everything in here, and I'm going to go ahead and also add the leaves. If you like, like I said, there are so many variations. If you like, you will not have added this, this zobo leaves right now. If you like, you could add it later. If you like, you will not have added the water. It's all up to you guys. So I just turn everything, and I'm going to boil it. I lost the footage, where I show you what I'm going to use, as my flavors. I'm using my one, stick of cinnamon. I'm adding my ginger in there. You can blend the ginger or not. I'm using my whole cloves as well. I put it in there. I used about a teaspoon of whole cloves, or let's say about 8 of those, the sticks, like 8 whole cloves approximately. I put it in there. So that's my ginger, because I'm gonna have a baby drink this. I will not make it spicy. If you want it to be spicy a little bit, go ahead and blend your ginger, and you're good to go. So I'm not going to cover everything, just by the side. And guys, look at it, it's bubbling already, because it has reached its boiling point. Looking at it, it's almost going to overflow. My pot is little, but I need to actually make enough for me and my friends and all of that. So I will just go ahead, guys, and start scooping some of that water out, because like I said, there's no wrong way or there's no right way. I will just go ahead and reduce some of the water, but I will still add some water in there. So I've reduced some of the water in there, and I'm going to add some until this will boil. Then I'll cover it, guys. So like I said, there's no wrong way, there's no right way. Cooking is just an art. Just do you, guys. So my pineapple peels are still in there. Everything is still in there, guys. I'm just going to go ahead, make sure that the water covers everything, and it's going to boil, like keep boiling. So it's going to boil, and before that, right now, when it starts boiling, I have to be very cautious, because it's going to splash, like go all over the place, and I don't want that. So I will just go ahead and cover that in a minute, guys. So I want you to know that, like I said, I used whole cloves, I used my pineapple, I used my ginger, and I also use my cinnamon stick. Feel free, you can use orange if you like, or any citrus fruit that you want, so there's going to be a source of vitamin C. Use any kind of flavor, it's up to you. Some people use pineapple flavor, some people want vanilla in there. Like I said, it's up to you. Just go ahead and do you. So I cover the pot, and guys, it's going to boil. When it's done boiling, I'll make sure that I close it, or I turn off the stove, and I'm just going to wait until it cools down. You don't want to deal with this thing when it's hot, guys. Some people will want to deal with it when it's hot, and they want to actually be there and like, oh yeah, it's hot, I'm going to manage that. Don't do that. Besides, I'm going to use gloves, and plastic and heat are not friends at all. So some people will say, oh, you do it when it's hot to better help with the extraction of the juice, which is correct, but I'm not going to do that. So this is actually how it looks like, and I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it in there. I have a bigger bowl with my strainer. Right now, the size of your strainer doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that, what you have, like the leaves and the chaffs and everything is separated. You will sieve it as many times as you want. Be careful so it doesn't spill on you and your clothes and the walls. Make sure you're cautious, and I will soon start squeezing everything, guys. So remember that we had actually decanted this thing just once, but we will still decant it again, guys, because we don't want any sand in a Folere or a Zobo or a Sorrel or a hibiscus tea or drink. Just go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn everything in, or put it on, or in the strainer rather. When I put it in there, I'm just going to go ahead and start squeezing it. I'm using gloves. If you have nails, guys, I'm going to advise you to actually make sure you have gloves on. This thing stains like crazy. Don't have a white dress on, because if it spills on there, it's not going to come out anymore. So I'm going to squeeze the chaff. So this is my pineapple peels. I'm going to squeeze it. I had some of my pineapple, like the pineapple itself in there as well. I'll squeeze that out. I want you to know that because my pineapple was so ripe, and I peeled it and I'd put it in the freezer, I could, if I liked, I could go ahead and blend that first. If you have fresh pineapple, you can blend the pineapple itself and use it. That way is going to help you. You will not even use a lot of sugar or any kind of sweetening. Some people don't want sugar, some people want honey, some people, whatever kind of sweetening that you like, go ahead and use it. But mind you that if you're using honey, your tea is going to have like the taste of honey. So it's up to you, guys. I'm just squeezing everything until I'm done. This is going to take your time. It's going to be a lot of work, but I'm telling you that it's going to be worth it immediately you put this drink in your mouth, guys. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and keep squeezing and squeezing and squeezing. This is actually the first drink recipe for the year. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I just went ahead and added another water in there, guys. I'm just adding like warm water from the tap. So when the water I added, I'm going to add some more ginger in there. I just added the ginger in there, and the good thing is that I boiled it again. This is it. This time around, I will not leave it to like get cold, but I will just go ahead and turn it or flip it into another bowl. This is different from the first bowl. Remember, this is the second boiling. So I put it in there, boiled it again, the chives and all of that, and I will just go ahead and turn it. So this thing is really hot. I'm not going to really put my hands in this one because I'm just trying to extract the little juice that was left and all of that. Make sure that you are so careful with everything that is going on. You don't want to burn yourself and all whatnot. So I will take this out, and I'm telling you, look at the steam that is coming out. Like I said, be careful. If you are doing this, you shouldn't have kids around because it can easily spill and stuff like that. So this juice will just drain naturally down, and that's my cinnamon stick. I'm taking it out, and I will make sure that I actually go in there and take care of it like I did the first time. Decant it, squeeze it if I can, and do every good thing that I can to get the juice out of it. And that is it, guys. So this is my pot, and this is the first juice that I had extracted. So I haven't really sieved it, but I want you to know that because I put fruit in here, it's very easy, because I've been touching with my hands, although it's not direct contact. You don't want to make sure you don't want any germs actually in there. This one I will trash it because remember we didn't wash it the first time. I'm going to trash that because if there is sand at the bottom, we will not have that. So guys, I actually went ahead, the one I decanted, I boiled it again until it, that's why it's super hot. You see the steam going, coming out. That was because I'm just using my pitcher, and I'm going to squeeze rather like sieve everything in there. So the one I just put in the last pot, I had actually boiled it again until it reached 100 degrees, like it boiled. Then I'm now just sieving it in there. Why did I boil it the third time? Because I don't want any germs or bacteria, because remember that in that first segment I was squeezing everything, with my hands. I want to minimize as much as I can the contacts with the juice, like with my natural hands or with gloves. So I'm just going to go ahead and sieve it. Okay guys, so because I've sieved this, it's really hot, and when something is hot, you know that things can easily melt. So when I'm done sieving, I will make sure that I bring my sugar. Whatever thing it is that you want to, sweeten your drink with, it's up to you guys. I'm just going to take my sugar. So this is my sugar. I'm not going to use all, obviously. I went ahead and sweetened that. So my thing stopped recording, but I put it until, and I tasted it, and it's up to the sweetness that I want. This is the bottles that I'm going to put it in. I don't want to just leave it in the fridge. Depending if you'll be drinking this for maybe in a day or two, you can put it in the fridge. But if you don't have any hopes of consuming all of it at once, go ahead and freeze them. So guys, I this actually made about 15 fluid ounces, like 15, 16 fluid ounces of these bottles. I actually had about 15 of these bottles, and each of these bottles is about 16 fluid ounces, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead, because everything is cool right now. I'll go ahead and cover everything, rinse it, and I'm going to freeze them. I'm not going to drink everything. I'll give some to my friends, and I will not be seeing them today. So I'll just freeze them, give them whenever you want to drink this or have this. Go ahead, take them out of the fridge until when it thaws naturally, you go ahead and drink it. It's always enjoyable, guys, when you actually have this drink when it's chilled. You don't want to enjoy it when it's hot. I'm telling you, when it's chilled, it's always gonna take your everything to the next. In fact, everything is gonna elevate your food. If you are having roast fish, you have soya, you're eating whatsoever it is you're eating, guys, I'm telling you, just even having a little snack and you push this down with it, it's very good. And I want you to know that the sweetness here, like I highlighted before, you can actually use honey, any kind of sweetener that you want to use. It's up to you, guys. Use that. Do you, be you. There's no wrong way or there's no right way in doing whatever it is that you want to do. So guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill the other bottles. If you want to see other variations of how I actually make this Folere or Zobo or Sorrel or this hibiscus tea, let me know, guys. There are other ways you can do it by blending your ingredients and all whatnot. So like I said, you can use any kind of citrus fruit as your flavors. It's up to you. You can have many. In Africa, I remember back in Cameroon, some people used to use like Foster Clarks. I don't know if you have it, you can still use that too. I remember you can use that too, and it's going to give some nice amazing flavors as well, guys. So this thing is just repeating. I'm just going to go ahead and keep filling all these bottles until I get what I want to. So I want you to know that any good Folere should really be looking dark, like really dark in the bottle. It should be thick, it should look thick, it should feel thick. You don't want to have those light drinks that sometimes people go and get from the African store. It's super light that you can see through. That's not a good drink, guys. Make yours at home today. You have the recipe to that. It's easy, straight to the point, and you will not regret it. I'm gonna go ahead and chill everything. And this, guys, look at how it's pouring. It looks so thick, it looks so good, and it's amazing, guys. I'm telling you, I'm gonna taste it obviously off camera, guys. And ooh la la, guys, this tasted great. Look at the foams in there. Every good drink must have foams. If you make a drink like this, it should have foams in it. Then you got the look that you're going in for. If you try this, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you like this drink or not, guys. Until next time, it's always much love from me to you. Remember that you are beautiful and you are the beauty of Christ.